Alright. Hang light time. I wonder if there's another Wii Motion Plus thing to do here. I don't know if each place has one or not. I'd be surprised if they only had the one minigame. Not that it didn't have its difficulties, but still. Your mustache is big? What? I don't know what your acting like yourself means. I'm confused by this guy's character arc. Nunchuck is stuck on my headphone cord. There we go. Hold sideways. Totally the direction you want to turn. Ascend, descend. Go through hoops. Superman 64. That's the model to follow here. It is through a city, in fact, too. Super Granny. I do like that this is. Ah! Okay. I forgot. The controls are opposite what I was thinking. Sometimes you don't pay enough attention. Hey. Okay, like, the game said with A facing you. I guess what that means, by the way, A facing you is with, as in the top surface of the Wii remote should be perpendicular to the ground rather than parallel. This is a good way to just explore the world. Like, I want to go up on top of that skateboard building. It would be cool if there's something else that gives you a little bit more freedom here instead of just having to go through hoops, actually. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. Go, Granny, go! Go, Granny, go! Yes! Oh, keep flying. Interesting. Yeah, the accidental dive at the beginning there. Yeah, though that getting to just fly around is actually pretty cool. And again, I love that it's lots of exploration of the same area. Everything kind of goes together. What does weird me out is that these rings are just two-dimensional textures, actually. They look like they're supposed to be 3D models, but they're not. But I hope that has some more interesting stuff later on. Instead of just going through hoops, although going through hoops is cool too.
See you around.
Hooray! And that guy came clean somehow. I don't know what that meant, but I don't know what this next mini is. Wheel slider. At the Sidewinder. Oh, is that actually is that the minigame you play at the Sidewinder or something? Maybe the way you're supposed to do things at the Sidewinder is actually by playing that minigame, instead of by just going on your skates there. Hold on, balloon. These balloons are invaluable to me. Ah yeah, blue one too. Figuring out how to do some things here. The dog has not actually been much help. I don't think the dog's told me about anything that I didn't already know about. Oh, I knew that already. Yeah, you definitely turn faster if you hold the turn button in the air, which is a weird thing to have to remember. Because usually that's just the brake button, which incidentally also lets you do quick turns. You are not allowed to participate in this fun and excitement, Scooter. Oh, we actually just skate down the slide this time now, instead of being on top of the slide. Well, what's the goal here? I'm not sure what we're trying to accomplish, but Granny needs direction in life. She needs a mission. You'll lose time with big jumps. I guess the idea then is that we want to get through here quickly. This thing is massive! Jeez! It's like some Took and Megaplex type of stuff here. Feels weird not having to crouch to go faster. This is something. I appreciate. I didn't think they'd go as real as like somewhat futuristic as they end up going in the city, I'm all for it. I do like that it's well, it's weird. I do like that it's largely as based in reality as it is, but at the same time, the city stuff is still really cool instead of being weirdly futuristic in some cases. So it might be kind of weird that they coexist the way they do. The reason I'm not turning very well is because I'm not using the turn button. Make sure you make the fun as short as possible. That's the story here. Try and get there as quickly as possible. Might actually watch this for a second. I want to get the different camera angles here and whatnot. Interesting choice of aesthetic too. Decor. How you're actually above like natural looking stuff below you. Oh, good, ready, go. Zoom. Jeez. When you hear a zoom by. Hey, how'd they come up with this? It's a real weird thing. Zoom. That was cool though. Curious what other modes there might be here. Multiple stages, so I guess you have different slides go across or something. That's interesting. I look forward to more of that.
Come again soon.
Bonk. 5 left before I reach 20. Whatever 20 means.
Welcome.
Table hockey. Okay, that's what I think of when I think of cities. Guess it's an arcade thing or something. Okay. So I don't want to burn through the minigames too quickly. I've also done plenty of stuff in the overworld right now, so the question is what to do next. We could perhaps give another couple attempts at Giant's Heel. Unrelenting Optimist. Granny's a lot of things, evidently. So, bam! In terms of mastering the resort, I would get 5 more points for one of those tricks than the other. In terms of gaining the gold keys here, it's just the 2 great performances, and I believe I know what they are. One is absolutely, even though it's a pretty crazy feat, one is absolutely going down. Great. Ready. Ready. One is absolutely going down the entirety of Giant Seal. I mentioned giants to me in this game, I think of Mount Angrio. Stop trying to grind on that, but I guess I'll take it. I haven't gotten used to having to hold a turn button anytime I want to turn in any meaningful capacity. It's just not something you're used to having to do. It's like, eventually you get used to it, I imagine. Like how in the Mario games, how they have a run button. If you don't hold the run button, you basically don't move at all in the Mario games. So you get used to just holding it pretty much all the time. Although in this game you have to hold the turn button whenever you want to turn. But you don't always want to turn, because you can't gain speed while you're holding the turn button. I guess that's the complication. I don't know why my speed varies so much each time I go through here. This red one's the one that gives me trouble, though. One right. Jump, Granny! The one right here. Why do I have such a hard time jumping on these, though? That's something I really don't get. I know, why am I veering off to the side? still takes a while to get back up here, unfortunately. I do still need to take the tram at some point, just for the experience of it. As well. There are still things to do and see here, certainly. I'm getting a bit more used to tight turns and slowing down as I turn now. Great. I land perfectly in between two rails. There's like a meter and a half of distance between them. I managed to land there perfectly. I do have a weird difficulty going straight home. Still keeping the speed up. Why would you do this to me? It's the wrong way to go on that. This isn't the way you go on this ramp, guys. The speed boost is on the other side. I haven't had a hint tell me that this is a way that you get one of the feats, but at the same time, like one of the stars. And at the same time, I felt it was pretty strongly implied by that one guy's dialogue, and it is indeed a big thing to do. So it seems to me pretty obvious. The idea just being to grind from the beginning to the end, irrespective of whichever route you take. This part, though, is really hard. First time I got that part there. Tried to jump just then, and I should not have. Wasn't actually a jump to do. Huh, is there not actually a feat to get from that? I can never remember what these things are called. Great performance is what it's called, not like accomplishing a feat. But I guess it's not? Well, I did it anyway, so I guess I can feel cool for it. We'll go for all the pictures later. Which will be pretty soon, I guess now. At some point we'll have to figure out how to get on top of that really tall tower. Like, at the top of the Memorial Park, essentially. Unless the way up is like right here, and I just saw it by accident. Was that a rail going up here? Yeah. Seriously, going up these totally vertical rails like this is one of the most distinctly jet set radio things I've ever seen.
Crystal clear waters, white sandy beaches, and lush green jungle. We've got more than
No.
just swimming in the Kawawii.
That's up here. Finished. You can see inside the racetrack too. Very nice. Oh no. Too many outfits to wear. There's another open treasure chest. I don't know where else there's to go in terms of treasure chests at this point. So there's it's a speed boost there, interestingly. The question is where each of these go. I don't know where that one goes. Where that blue rail goes. Oh, jeez. Is that a separate ball of painful memories? Huh. So they're mapping a cliff I could have jumped off of in the Marine Resort too. We might not have finished there. That's a stinger, alright. Since we're about at the end of this recording session. Huh. In fact, there might be one per resort. I jumped off all sorts of cliffs there though, didn't I? In the Marine Resort. I don't know what more I could even do there. But we might have to look for one. Unless we can find another cliff here. But I think that cliff was pretty obviously asking to be jumped off of, so if we can find any other cliffs that are like that. There is one cliff right by the beach the one where he found one of the lost objects. I think there's a lighthouse on there, or it's just a green plane, and I never do anything there. At the same time, there weren't any camps or anything there, so if there's something inviting me to jump off it, I don't think that it's the thing I'm supposed to do. But we'll have to see later. If I end up going back there for that particular purpose. That's a discovery. So now, the question is what the other things on this list are now, because we have. So if we have 8 pages, there are just the resort and gear master for each one, and then we still have 4 more pages unaccounted for. One is Ball of Painful Memories. I imagine one's probably for doing all the stuff in the game. Probably number 12, like completing all the minigames or whatever, and getting all the silver keys and stuff like that. But what 9 and 11 might be, I don't know. We'll have to find out. Why would you do this to me? Am I supposed to expect to jump there? Wonderful. Playing a nice scale. I don't suspect there's much anything I can do from up top there, though. My main question is just where that rail brings me. See if I can get a good look from down below. I like how I have to kind of scout things out sometimes in this place because of the massive differences in height and whatnot. Sometimes you get a better vantage point from above or below. It does look like a pretty cool route if you can manage to go through all that. Although maybe you're supposed to go the other way. Maybe you're supposed to start with the red rail. Kind of forgot the turn button. The reason I don't use the so-called turn button constantly is that on other vehicles you don't want to do that. You don't want to always hold it when you're trying to turn because it will slow you down. But you face no speed penalty as far as I can tell for using the turn button on the skateboard and the rollerblades. I don't know why I kicked myself to jump. I doubt, personally, that I'm gonna get a impressive performance or whatever it's called. I don't know why I can never remember what these things are called. Great performance. I doubt I'm gonna get a great performance from that, so I'll leave that be. So, aside from figuring out this whale, I'm still not sure what to do for the... Yeah, see, that's me jumping with the turn button on. I still don't know where to look for that last great performance. I'm gonna have to double check on the whale thing too, though. Yeah, keep going, Granny. So was the... I guess the whale was in the Memorial Park? I don't think it was in the mall. I mean, I still haven't quite figured out all the sections of this place as well as I should have for how long I've been here. There's the Luxor here. This is the mall. I don't think the whale was in the mall. Oh, I think we've seen that before. It's not the one I didn't mean to tap upwards there. This might give me a good view. Okay. I fell off the rail at some point there. I'd appreciate a booster rail here to keep my speed up a little. But no, this is not where the mall, which is at least mostly this little crescent portion, or little oval portion in the south, is definitely not the place where the whale is. I thought it was the Memorial Park that had the whale. What's with all these balloons? My god, I guess they have the same amount of balloons in general and a much smaller area here. Yeah, see, here we go. There's the sea life on the left there. Ow. Game. And this isn't a whale. You try to jump over this too. That wasn't much of a jump. Of course, you do conveniently happen to have the whale right next to this thing, but you're not going to be able to jump over the whale from here, I don't think. I figured you'd be jumping over the whale sideways, not like along its back. But see, I'm not going to be able to get over the whale this way, maybe onto it. Oh, really? I didn't think it would just be a transfer onto the whale. The game made it sound like you were jumping over the whale, from what little I remember what the end was. I wish I could. Granny might have to learn a few hard lessons about dancing, unfortunately. Okay, so next time I'll have to try out some more outfits, because we're generating a backlog of those. And since we're already over time anyways. And we'll head on back. Actually, I will, this time, go to my menu from here. So we can look at the hint as well. Just to make sure. And also take... Actually, how many of the red balloon messages do I have? There are only 10. Wait. Oh, is it just the 10 most recent? The last 10 messages will be saved, okay. But I keep getting the whole story. In that case, that's more reason to keep getting red balloons, because there might still be more we haven't seen. Anyways... Complete. I guess that means I've gotten all of them in this particular section. Yeah, not much in the city. 14 in the Marine Resort. 5 here. Oh. Oh, really? That doesn't tell you where the secret spot is. That's something you only see once you're in the secret spot. That's weird. It's not very useful. Huh. So that's where it told me to jump off. Oh. So here... Take the plunge. So this is probably still talking about... a star I could get. I never figured out what this was talking about. Whatever this is talking about, I don't know what. I don't know what it means by a legendary sword. But wherever that is, that's probably one of the cliffs you can jump off of. Jump onto it, not over it. I just misremembered. Oh well. I jumped on the whale, don't you worry. Granny has proven herself to the world yet again. Oh, the water fountain. Oh, I forgot I even found that. I had completely forgotten about jumping on the water fountain. I just did it at one point today without thinking. Not what that's supposed to mean. But okay. Okay though, but next time, doing more in this resort. We've actually gotten a good deal of stuff in the resort done. It's gonna be mostly minigames, I think. Once I figure out what the last great performance is. I actually don't know what it is. I only have 2 of the 3. But we'll see. Anyways, everyone. And the minigames.